forecast. Here's KATC Chief Meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, that late summer heat won't depart. No fronts on the horizon, but we do have better rain chances in the 10-day forecast. That'll bring our daytime highs down a little bit by this time next week or a little bit after that. Tropics staying active and the heat stays on, but a few more afternoon cooling showers next couple of days. So let's get into it and take a look at that water vapor imagery. We have a ridge of high pressure, a weak one at that, out in the Gulf of Mexico, but that's been kind of shielding us from most storm activity. A few isolated cells rolling across southeast Louisiana into Texas, in part due to this upper level low that has been producing snow, and lots of it from Wyoming down to Utah and into the Colorado Rockies. Denver yesterday at this time, lower 90s. This afternoon, mid 30s, and snow is flying in the air there. Unfortunately, that cool air and that chill won't be reaching us. Meanwhile, locally, a few widely scattered showers and storms where we thought they'd be, mainly across eastern Texas, a few over southeast Louisiana into Mississippi, and on the local Doppler radars, we've been seeing a few showers over toward Calcasieu into Beauregard Parish, an isolated shower or two showing up late this afternoon, Acadia Parish, and one or two down towards St. Mary and also Iberia Parish. Got a nice little shower just south of Spanish Lake here, rolling through New Iberia by Acadiana Regional. This may work its way into Lafayette or at least the Youngsville area, perhaps Broussard, St. Martinville. Might see that isolated shower next hour or so. You have rain chances this time of year up till about 7:15 or so, and then at sunsetting earlier and earlier, so we lose that daytime heating a lot sooner. Now, you may have noticed the haze in the sky today, but it wasn't African dust. It's actually smoke, and not from our local fires. It's back from the fires back in the western U.S. that have been spreading across the United States from California up through the Pacific Northwest. You can see the jet stream grabbing that smoke and bringing it through the northern states. A high pressure ridge here blowing the smoke in California off to the west, but we've been seeing some of that, and we'll probably see some of that over the next couple of days, but mainly hazy skies. Shouldn't be a breathing issue for anybody that has any breathing difficulties the way I see it at this point. As for what's going on, Gulf of Mexico just heating up here. No storms over it. Some tropical moisture and an area of disturbed weather somewhere around here just southwestern Bermuda. This is going to be drifting toward the Carolinas. It could develop over the next couple of days, but not expecting much. But our friends on the East Coast keeping an eye on that. Meanwhile, we have tropical storm Paulette, tropical storm RENE, and another system that's coming off the African coast. That one looks to be Sally, perhaps. That's that one, and wow, another one behind it. That could be Teddy. So we could be seeing quite the activity in the Atlantic with Paulette and RENE expected to be out in the Atlantic for the next 5 days. Paulette not expected to reach hurricane status, although 65-mile-an-hour winds. It's getting into maybe a little bit more hostile environment with time, but wouldn't be surprised if this gets to a hurricane briefly. RENE is going to get to a hurricane. Both storms look to stay out in the Atlantic, and we can track that on the European model as well. Here's Paulette, here's RENE, and there comes something behind it as well. What we'll be watching, at least in the near term, is this tropical moisture over the eastern Gulf going into Sunday. That should begin to add to some of our rain chances, and watch this moisture work its way westward while we see a potential Sally and a potential Teddy out here, and this one we'll have to watch. Notice the moisture. This means higher rain chances next week, and this one could impact the Caribbean, could be heading for the Gulf or the southeast U.S., so we're not done with the tropical strikes quite yet, and we'll just keep our fingers crossed that we've already had our storm here in Louisiana. So in the near term, partly cloudy skies through tomorrow. Probably going to see a few more isolated afternoon showers, maybe a strong thunderstorm as the latest graph model is suggesting, and this is going for better rain chances than 20%, but we'll hold it at 20 for right now. We'll see how the model trends and the other models do later on this evening. Then we do it all over again on Thursday. Our winds, though, begin to turn out of the north, so we're going to start to get hotter, and that heat index over 100. A few storms on Thursday, but drier for Friday, Saturday, and then we'll start to see the rain chances perking up Sunday and going into next week. So 74 the low as that humidity inches up a little bit higher, maybe 75 the low, 91 the high tomorrow with those widely scattered or isolated afternoon showers or storms. And as we go down the line, rain chance 20% Thursday, but notice the high mid-90s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe even Sunday. And then your rain chances begin to perk up as we go into the middle part and latter part of next week. We could see at least temperatures being held in the 80s versus the 90s with those better rain chances down the line. Jim?
Okay, some progress there, Rob. Thanks.